to part 2 of the My Portfolios tutorial. In part 1, we created a portfolio of investment companies. In this video, we'll look at the tools that can help you analyse those portfolios, whether that's reviewing performance data, tracking dividend income, or understanding your portfolio's sector exposure. Head to Research Tools and open My Portfolios, where we'll see the portfolios we have previously created. Since part 1, I've added a further 2 portfolios to this account for this demonstration. You can now see My ISA, My SIPP, and General Account. Across each row, there are 6 icons. The final 2 are straightforward. They allow you to edit the portfolio or delete it entirely. We'll focus on the first 4, which are the analysis tools. As we move through, you'll notice that you can also use the buttons at the top here to pick between the toolsets. For this demonstration, I'm going to stick to the icons in the table here. First, if you click the binoculars icon, you can customize a set of data points to view your portfolio on. As a default, a set of standard data points are displayed, allowing you to view and sort your portfolio by metrics such as discount, yield, or returns. The underlying data is refreshed each morning at 8:15, so you can be confident that you're working from up-to-date information. To change the data points displayed, we can click the Customize this portfolio button, which brings us to the full suite of data points to select from. For this example, I'm going to add ongoing charge and dividend date. You'll see they appear in the configuration on the left, and you can reorder them here. When you're done, click Save Changes to return to the previous screen. And here are my 2 new columns in the middle here. Now we have saved, this customized view will remain in place until either we change it or choose to reset to the default settings using this button here. Next, we will move to the second icon, the Income Finder. Income Finder shows the dividend income generated by your portfolio over selected time periods. By default, it displays the last 12 months. First, let's look under the chart. Here we can see the companies in your portfolio, the number of shares held, their yields, and the total dividend income received in the specified time period. Now for the chart itself. This shows the actual monetary payments over time, allowing you to see monthly income patterns and payment breakdowns by company. For example, you can quickly identify how much income was received in a specific month and which holdings contributed to it. In this example, I've received 4 dividends in the last 12 months from JP Morgan China Growth and Income. If I hover over each segment, I can see exactly how much I received based on the number of shares I entered previously. If you've created multiple portfolios, it's easy to switch between them and see how their income patterns differ. You can also change the reporting period to view any of the last few calendar years, or even the last tax year. This feature is particularly useful for reconciling dividend payments received through your investment platform, as well as identifying the overall income profile of your portfolio. You can also model potential changes to your income by adding or adjusting your holdings. One feature many users find useful is the ability to model changes before making them. If I add another investment, I can immediately see how it would affect both my projected annual income and the timing of those payments. I can see my SIPP doesn't have any companies within it that paid me a dividend in the month of October. My future self may like to change that, so I can filter on the dividend pay month of October here and select a company from the list. Let's choose Fidelity European Trust. I'll add £18,000 to see what that does to my payment profile. The graph updates automatically, and 2 payment columns have now appeared in October and in May, reflecting what I would have been paid in those months had I held £18,000 of the company's shares. In October, I would have been paid just under £170 in dividends. The overall totals for the last 12 months has also updated, as well as the table beneath. This feature makes it easy to test different portfolio scenarios and understand how individual investments impact income generation. Now, we're not suggesting you pick a trust just because it pays a dividend in a particular month, but it is useful to see how adding a holding like this could change your future income profile. Next is the dividend diary. Dividend Diary shows all declared dividend payments for your selected portfolio. For each month, you can see the expected income and which holdings are paying and how much they contributed, as well as the payment dates. You can also look ahead to future months for details of any dividends that have been declared but not yet paid. This is particularly useful if you're expecting a payment and want to check when it's due, or if you're planning future income. If you prefer to view all dividend payments across the entire investment company universe, simply select None instead of a portfolio. This displays all scheduled payments for the selected date, regardless of whether you hold the companies. The final feature I want to show you today is portfolio analysis. Portfolio analysis gives you a sector breakdown of your holdings, helping you understand how your investments are allocated. You can see the familiar holdings table of your portfolio here on the left, but now there is an addition, which is the percentage held in each stock. To the right, you'll see a chart showing the same. By default, we're looking at an AIC sector view, but with a single click, we can switch to individual companies. The sector view gives us a much clearer picture of where the portfolio is concentrated, and whether we're relying too heavily on a particular geographic region or asset type. My Portfolios is designed to help you understand how your portfolio behaves. Whether you're reviewing performance data, tracking dividend income, or checking your sector exposure, these tools can help you make more informed decisions. We hope you now have a clear understanding of how to use My Portfolios to monitor and analyse your investments.